Hey, yo, what is up, my folks? Shizzle, it's your boy, FizzleTheHizzle, aka Ben here. Bringing you guys a week 10, I believe. Week 10, I believe. No, it's week 11. I got this, boys. Don't worry. So, week 11 team builder. Oh, Lord, that was a start. Week 11 team builder against my man Phil, aka Notorious Pip, and Wiltshire Wartortles. So, going to be looking to get 10 wins on the season, man. Close out the season strong. And not trying to lose 2 games this season. So right now we're 9-1. My man is 6-3, I believe, as of now, or 5-4, something like that. I don't know his playoff standings, but we are clinched for playoffs. And I'm basically trying to secure first in the division, man, because Ian is right on my tail. He's only 1 game behind me, so I'm trying to pick up a couple more dubs here. At the same time, having as much fun as possible. So yeah, man. Battle will go up tomorrow, and let's just get started. Let's get right into his team. First off, he has a Mega Aerodactyl, hits like a truck with Tough Claws, Aerial Ace, Stone Edge, access to the Fangs, gets Rocks and Defog, very fast as well. Manaphy can sweep teams with Tail Glow and Z Rain Dance and stuff like that. Especially with the Z move rules in this league, it can be terrifying. Has absurdly good coverage as well. Conk, very scary. Can use a Flame Orb Gut set. It has Iron Fist and Sheer Force as well, so it has really good priority with Mach Punch and Sucker Punch, I believe, so gotta be worried about that. It has really good coverage as well. Speaking of really good coverage, Nidoqueen has really good coverage, and you can see things like Toxic Spikes, Rocks, Earth Power Sludge Wave, things like that. Except we have Whimsicott, very fast Prankster user with Leech Seed, Moonblast, Thunder Wave, I believe it gets, maybe? It doesn't get Thunder Wave, disregard me. Can use Memento, Defog as well, Encore. Stuff like that. Bronzong, it's a levitating or heat-proof mon, so you don't know which ability it's going to get. It gets Rocks, Gyro Ball, Psychic, stuff like that. Explosion, if you want to do that. Calm Mind is a set, I suppose. Tarosa, very fast mon at 110 base speed. Gets lots of good coverage on both sides with, like, Sheer Force, Body Slam, and stuff like that. And it also gets access to Intimidate as well. Goodra, a very bad mon. It's just bad. Has really solid coverage though with like Sludge Wave, Draco, Thunderbolt, Energy Ball, stuff like that. Curse sets are pretty scary as well, so that's definitely a possibility. Very good special tank. Speaking of very good special tanks, Umbreon is a very good special tank. It's a solid Wish Passer for Goodra and Bronzong and stuff like that. Conk and Nidoqueen as well. It's a Cleric as well with Heal Bell, Foul Play, stuff like that. Rotom can set dual screens pretty fast at 91 base speed, can Volt Switch around Shadow Ball, stuff like that, gets access to Will-O-Wisp as well. He has dual Ghost here with Blacephalon, 107 base speed with the insane special attack and attack stats. Flame Charge set can be just absurdly terrifying, and gotta be worried about that. Z-Ghost is a set that he can bring. The 6 mods I predict him to bring are Mega Arrow, Manaphy, Conk, the Nidoqueen, the Rotom or the Umbreon, and the Blacephalon. So that's his team. Let's just jump right into ours, man. Pretty hyped about this battle, and I like the sets we're bringing. Like I said in the last battle, I'm trying to bring different things so that my opponents have to prep for everything. And again, sorry for no face cam. Like, I just really like the option to not have face cam and not worry about how I look or anything like that, because right now I'm in my pajamas, breaking the 4th wall, and it feels really good, man. So anyway, first up here is Momo or Kecleon. Thunder Punch, Sucker Punch, Ice Punch, and Drain Punch. It's AV to handle his special attackers like Manaphy, Nidoqueen, Whimsicott, Goodra, and especially that Blacephalon. This is our closest thing to a Blacephalon switching on our team. Fire Blast doesn't 2-hit KO us, and we kill it with Sucker Punch and stuff like that. Thunder Punch can put in a lot of work against Mega Arrow, Manaphy, and stuff like that. Sucker Punch is there just for priority and to kill Rotom and Blacephalon. And Ice Punch is there to hit other things like the Nidoqueen and the Goodra. And Drain Punch is there just for recovery, solid recovery, and to hit the Umbreon relatively hard. If it's especially defensive set, which I do predict because I do have a Gengar. And so Drain Punch is going to be doing a lot of work. This outspeeds Conkeldurr with just a bit of investment, so I want to outspeed that and Drain Punch, I suppose. So that's pretty good. That's our Kecleon. It's AV. take a couple of hits. I believe it can take a +3 Surf from Manaphy in rain. I need to double check those calcs, but that's what I believe it does. Next up here, we have Crocodile. A very solid rocker here. Taunt, Earthquake, Knockoff, and Stealth Rock. This is probably going to be our lead, because if he tries to lead Nidoqueen, set up rocks or T-Spikes, I can taunt that thing. And same thing with Bronzong, I can taunt that thing, prevent it from getting up rocks. And the best it can do is like rocks, or not rocks, like Gyro Ball or Psychic or something. Same thing with the Umbreon too, like if it wants to be like annoying with Wish Pass and Toxic and stuff like that, I can taunt that thing so it doesn't go for like Toxic and stuff. Z Earthquake is a very good move here, because the only things that resist it are Aerodactyl, Whimsicott, Bronzong if it's Levitate, Rotom, and that's really good. Rotom does not want to switch in because it can take a knockoff to the face if I'm max speed, and you can see that I'm not max speed because I really like to fatten this matchup. Aerodactyl is the best switch in this thing, obviously, and knockoff is there just to hit the Rotom and things that are immune to Earthquake, and the Bronzong as well. And Rocks is there just for good chip damage against Aerodactyl, because that thing is going to switch into Crocodile, so getting up Rocks is really good for me. And yeah, I like this Crocodile set. Like, Z Earthquake kills basically everything on his team, and Umbreon I do predict is going to be especially defensive for Gengar, like I said. So Z Earthquake is going to put a huge dent to that. So yeah, next up we have Kiana here, the Charty Berry Zapdos, with Discharge, U-Turn, Roost, and Defog. So Charty Berry is so that I can resist. I can live Stone Edge from Aerodactyl or Rock Slide or whatever it goes for, and I can go for a Discharge. It does not kill him, but it does kill him after Rocks actually, so that's the plan. U-Turn is there because the only thing that that resists Zapdos' Discharge and it doesn't want to get paired is like Nidoqueen, Whimsicott, and Goodra, and Rotom obviously. So I can U-turn out on all of those and get in like our Kyurem for free, which is going to be a wall breaker for this team, and that's going to be really good. We're really defensive. Roost and Defog. Defog is there so we can get rid of Toxic Spikes in case our Crook dies somehow, and stuff like that, because Crook T-Spikes is not very good for our team, even though we do bring Katie. And to get rid of Rocks for Momo and Todoroki to just come in for free on things. Next up we have Asuka, Bullet Punch, U-Turn, Toxic, and Roost. Bullet Punch is really good just to whittle down his team. This kills Aerodactyl after Rocks. And just whittles down his team, man. I believe we do take a +3 Surf from Manaphy. We don't take an HP Fire, obviously. We're really defensive as well, so that we can take on his physical threats better. And we're just really fat. U-Turn is really good for momentum purposes to get into Todoroki. Toxic is basically there for the Umbreon because he can't synchronize us back because we're Steel type, and that's going to be really good. And whittling that thing down is going to be huge. If we force it to Hubo, that's going to be really good. But I believe it's going to switch out every time on Scissor or stay in and do something. But I'm just going to U-turn and do like so much of that thing anyway. Roost is there for longevity. So this is a semi-bulky set. And this outspeeds, I believe, Goodra, right? This outspeeds no speed Goodra, which is pretty big. We can get faster U-turn so it doesn't flamethrower me. I'll have to double check that calc, but if I do outspeed or not. But it's good to have so that so it doesn't flamethrower me, I can U-turn out. Next up we have our Cleaner and our Breaker at the same time. Probably our Cleaner, late game sweeper, whatever you call it. Todoroki here with Ice Beam, Earth Power, D-Claw, and Fusion Bolt. This thing like wrecks his team, man. We can live any +3 hit from Manaphy. Like basically everything. Surf doesn't kill us, Ice Beam doesn't kill us, and we can fire back a Fusion Bolt, which has a chance to kill, depending on the sets. Ice Beam is there to hit everything from the Aerodactyl to the Nidoqueen to the Whimsicott to the Goodra, even though that's not going to do much, but we're going to be declawing that thing anyway. Rotom there as well. Earth Power is there to hit Bronzong better, because we're basically Mold Breaker, Terravolt. Negates Levitate, so that's pretty dope. And also hits Blacephalon and Rotom. Well, it doesn't hit, yeah, it does hit Rotom actually, because of Terravolt. That's pretty cool. I forgot about that. Fusion Declaw is there just to hit everything else, like if something's really low, I don't know, like the Rotom or the Blacephalon and Umbreon, if those do like taking ice beams, I can just decall them instead. Fusion Bolt is there for Aerodactyl, Manaphy, and that's it. So yeah, this is gonna be a really good late game sweeper. Next week, I'm just gonna be telling y'all I'm gonna be running a really cool Kieran Black set, in honor of the last week of the NCL. So next week, expect a heat set from Kieran Black. I'm sorry, that's my phone. Colorado College, I don't care. Next up, we have our Breaker. Just to break through his entire team. Gengar with a Life Orb, Substitute, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave. Substitute is there just in case he wants to go into Conk and Sucker Punch me. I can Substitute all over that. And we can see if he's going to Sucker Punch or not, obviously. And we Speed Tie Tauros, because if he does try to Pursuit Trap me, I might as well stay in and Sludge Wave and like basically kill it anyways, you know? So that's what I'm going to be doing. Thunderbolt is really good to hit the Aerodactyl and Manaphy hard, especially the Manaphy, because I want that thing out of my sight. It's terrifying. Like Aziri and Dance Togo said, it's just absolutely terrifying. And Shadow Ball and Sludge Wave just like rip apart his team, really. Nothing resists this dual stab. Well, besides like AV Nidoqueen, but if he is AV Nidoqueen, that means he doesn't have rocks besides Aerodactyl and Bronzong. So that can be pretty cool. And yeah, man, that's just our team. I'm trying to look to pick up another dub, man. Best of luck to my man, Phil. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to me. And like always, have a swell day. Peace.